In this tutorial we are going to draw a weeping willow, and I will be using different kinds of hardnesses of aquarelle pencils and also color pencils and a blender. And for this drawing I'm using Da Capo drawing paper. It's kind of grayish and ideal for the drawing of this magnificent tree. I will also put in a little bit of a background, a little bit of sky and a lake. And I've already drawn in the horizon, so I have some idea where to place the weeping willow. And I head out with the HB pencil. To draw this weeping willow, I start out with the trunk of the tree, and there are well, it's kind of a rough ground where it's standing on, and you can just look inside of the tree, so you can actually see a bit of the trunk. And once you've set that in, you can decide where to place the parts that are the hanging leaves of this beautiful tree. From the main branches, and they all head downwards towards the horizon. You can see that you can well, actually it's the other side of the tree. So that's the inside of the tree, and that's the way that I build up the willow. So I simply place in the way that the branches would go, and then the parts that well, that cover those branches, as you would like to say. Here again I draw in the inside of the tree, so that's actually the other side of the tree that you're seeing here. And in the inside I simply draw in some shadow parts, all grey. I render from left to right, so horizontal. So there's a big difference between what is tree and what is ground. The river bench is, well, it's quite rough, and it really stands out nice from the horizon of, oh, that's my cat, sorry. The horizon of the water that is on the back of the tree, which is well, really straight. And the water itself I draw in with white, And I also use that white to color in the parts of that tree and the leaves that grab the light. And I can actually draw between them. So the white pencil is ideal to draw in the way that the branches fall downwards, and then you can actually draw in between them and place in the background in the tree. Left to right. I also do that for the sky itself. Gradually put in more and more shadow here on the trunk of the tree, and also for the ground. When I'm in a park and I see a weeping willow, I always want to walk under them. It's lovely to walk under them and then look into the tree, and it's like an umbrella hanging over you. It's like a fairy tale. They are beautiful in the winter and in the summer. putting in some more whites and grey, and of course you can also draw this in color if you want, but for this demonstration I've chosen for the black and white. I will be putting in a little bit of color later on, but it's just a sketch and a setup. And I've switched to the 6B in the meanwhile, and that's even darker, as you can see. And then I can put in a little bit of more extra detail on the trunk that really needs to be, well, really dark. It really has to stand out. And once you've done this, you can choose for color, of course. I have two kinds of green. This is a darker green, and the darker green I use for the shadows that are on the leaves. I also make sure that the water, the surface of the water, shines through the weeping willow. And then you can always decide to draw in every leaf itself, give it a little bit of texture. But I will not be drawing that all in for this tutorial. It's just a mere setup for how to work this out. You can work this out as far as you like, of course, but the setup has to be, well, kind of like this, and then you can make it more and more realistic as you draw along, of course. Well, so far my study. I hope you like it and you give it a big like. And well, if you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe for watching other tutorials of mine. I hope to see you again in one of my older drawings, and I wish you all the luck with this magnificent tree. Hope to see you next time, and take care.